We will wait for a couple more minutes, probably not couple, 4 minutes. We will wait until everyone joins us. And so far, I will explain a little bit about the rules of this presentation. So down here, you can see reactions, and you can easily use them if you would like to react, because for us, for speakers, it's always very nice to see that you are here, you are listening, you agree, you disagree, and that's something that we really wish to see. Then what we have else, we do have a chat in the right down corner. If you can find and find it. And while we're waiting for other people to join us, I will encourage you to make networking, because it's what we do in Finland and in Sweden, I guess. When we have a nice company to share our LinkedIn, we do that. I'm already shared mine. And I will add everyone from this event. If you share your LinkedIn, I will be happy to stay in touch. So feel free to share or join me at LinkedIn. I believe that Elvira will also do so. Joanna, hello. That's great. Great to have you here, all guys. And I'm really happy to see some familiar faces. Hi, Nazia. Hi, Yassine. Really happy to see people like join us from webinar to webinar with whom we've met in person. Yeah. Thank you for being so active audience of us, and it's very like always a pleasure for us to have you on our events. By the way, do we have already somebody from Sweden who joined us already? Can you send some reaction? Okay, and from Carol. No, it's from Finland, Carol. I do remember you. I'm happy that you joined. Thank you very much, Carol. But if you're from Finland, let's do some reactions right now. Yay! Okay, so mostly Finnish audience, but I believe that people will join us as well, because we had some people from Sweden on our previous webinar as well. So yeah. But probably we can already start. For people who just join us for the very first time, I would like to introduce myself and the company for just to let you know what we are and what we do. My name is Julia. I'm founder of Nordsby, and Nordsby is a company, Finnish recruitment company. It's been from the very beginning, but for now it's the most recommended employer of record service in Finland, and we are also looking for already starting our operations in Sweden. That's why I'm also asking about Sweden, because we would like, to treat those countries together, because they're so similar, and people there also, we've been in Sweden several times already while we've been discovering this country, and people are amazing and very open and very friendly, and we are happy to do that as well for Swedish guys. We love you. Yes, and what is employer of record? In brief, it's an opportunity for people to live in country in Finland or in Sweden, and at the same time work remotely for company abroad and stay legally employed. So you will stay as employee in Finland or in Sweden, have all guarantees for employee, which countries gives you. And yeah, like have your employee residence permit or employee unemployed funds, and like all the benefits which exist. So that's about us. So Nordsby hiring you on behalf of the company overseas. So very simple and very transparent setup. So that about me, and I'm really happy to introduce our guest today, Elvira Khamsin from Sweden. She's an engineering manager at Microsoft and also a career mentor with 15 plus years experience in IT. She specialized in IC and manager transitions, engineering leadership, and hiring in the European tech market. And Elvira recognized as a top 100 I'm Remarkable facilitator. So welcome, Elvira, and I'm happy to give my microphone to you now. So I'm already going quiet.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you for being here today. And I see some familiar faces, some friends of mine with whom I've been working a long time from now. So happy to see you. Thank you for joining. I will start with sharing the presentation, and I hope it will goes well. Right. Let me give it a moment. I hope it is visible for you. Julia, is it okay?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, perfect. Right. Today, I would like to talk about the current situation in the tech market, and you all know that the tech market changed a lot, and we will have a discussion about that. We will have a discussion about career strategy in European market, and also I would like to talk about how to be stronger with the current situation of being very unstable, how to build your personal brand, how to actually grow and build your LinkedIn, and actually what you can have from building your personal brand and in increasing your visibility in LinkedIn. And of course, it will be based on my own experience. I would happy to share some small hacks, some small steps with which one you can start with. And also, what I would like to add, if you have any questions during my presentation, please don't be shy to ask those questions. Some of them we will take straight away. Some of them maybe we will keep until the end of the presentation. But all of the feedbacks, all of the questions, they are very welcome. And for me to see that you are actually listening and understanding what I'm talking about, it is very important. I don't want to be, like a talking head, just a radio. I really would like to see your reactions and response, and I would really appreciate that. But let's start from the very beginning. Of course, Julia, she already introduced me a bit, but I would like to go further if you will allow me to do so. Who am I? My name is Elvira. Currently, I work in Sweden, in Stockholm. Originally, I'm from Russia. I moved to Stockholm 11 years ago already. Time flies. I work in I work at Microsoft, but in particularly in Mojang Studio. It is a famous studio who is busy with building Minecraft. Probably if you have kids or if you are not that old as I am, you are very familiar with the game. And I'm an engineer manager in Minecraft Vanilla. It means it is a desktop version of the game, leading a team of 13 people currently. And I'm enjoying that journey. Before that, I've been an engineer manager in different companies in music industry, in gaming industries. My background is coming from IT only. I've been in different companies, different industries. I've been an engineer in the beginning of my journey and made a shift 5 years ago and became a manager. Besides that, I'm also a mentor for people who are looking for career growth, career development, or who wants to switch from being an engineer or being an AC to a managerial track. As I already done that, I'm happy to help others to go through the same journey. And I'm also a speaker. You can see that, right? As I'm talking right now, I'm practicing and I'm talking on various events. The biggest I had, it was last year in London on the DevLead conference, and I hope it will be not the last one. Yeah, and also I have 2 kids, twin boys, so I have my hands full, if you can imagine. Moving on, what we would like to talk about today, or what I would like to talk about today, and you will listen. The agenda for today: tech industry updates, layoffs, and what is actually going on, what we currently have, what the predictions we have. I will show you statistics, which I actually find in various sources. Most of them, they are based on the researches, but we will talk about that in more details. We will also take a look at the future of the industry, at least to the predictions. Of course, no one knows how it's going to look like in the future, but we have some factors based on them. We are building our predictions. And how to actually act in that sea of being very unstable, how to build your personal brand and have it as something which give you stability and which help you actually to be stable on that market. What will help you to find a job if something will happen with your current employment, or how to build your personal brand and use it for actually different how to use it in different ways. I would like to talk about how to grow your LinkedIn and what the value you can get if you will do so. This is the basically our plan, and let's start. I think I will not be very. I will not be the first person who will be talking about layoffs, which are happening for a couple of years already, and you see the statistics, what we have for the previous year and already for 2026. Probably if you've been following news, you heard about the recent layoff which happened in Oracle, and it is something which is happening in the industry for different reasons. Of course, the easiest way here would be to say, all right, it's all about AI, that is happening because they are replacing the jobs and they would like to reduce the number of people in the companies, but it is not the main reason. It's actually different reasons for why it is happening. Some of the reasons it was too many people hired during the COVID because it was a boom of hiring, and some companies they just want to reduce their costs, and it is another reason why it was some layoffs happening. Some companies they do layoffs because basically they would like to please shareholders, and they would like to have better numbers for their company prices. So I don't want to go to the details why actually it's happening. I just want to observe the current situation, that we have what we have, and I, as a person who's been in the industry for 17 years already, I can say from my perspective what is happening right now. We haven't seen that before, because before 2024, 2023, it was growth, growth, growth. We only saw the market blooming. We only saw the market going up all the time. And right now it is shifted, but it doesn't mean the hiring is freezing. It is not. It's just changing. It's became different. And also here, I would like to point to the statistics that the tech industry layoffs around the globe. It is very different comparing, and you can see that the main layoffs, they're happening in the US, less in Europe, and you see numbers actually for Sweden, Switzerland, India, but there is no Finland here. Probably it's not that many people been laid off, or just numbers. They are not that significant. Right. So we see that picture, and of course, it doesn't give us a safe feeling in our mind, in our head, and what we can do in the current situation. Of course, first of all, we would like to observe where our future is going to be. And before doing so, one of the points I would like to stress on that being laid off, it's not a failure. As you see on the previous slide, it affected many people in the industry. And if it is the situation you are facing or someone is facing around you, it doesn't mean it is a failure. It's just the business decision, and sometimes it affects people around you, or it affects people who are close to you or yourself. It is something what happened to me once, and I know by my own experience that it is not a pleasure at all, but it doesn't mean it is a fail. And strong engineers and leaders, they get laid off every day. And unfortunately, we just need to be resilient and to grow that skills of acting in that situation. And actually, I would like to talk about that, how to be resilient in the very unstable situation in the market. Yeah, but if layoffs happen to you, what you can do, just be very kind to yourself and have the support group around you, and be vocal that you need help in the current situation. And also I mentioned that I would like to touch a bit the future of the jobs, and why I would like to touch that, just to maybe it was a confirmation for myself, but if it will work for you, it is good as well. That the current situation with the layoffs, with the changes, with the changes in the company, changes in the hiring, most likely it will continue to happen. It will continue to happen to the nearest future. If you saw the Future of Jobs report, it's one of the most famous reports about jobs. It says that automation is expected to impact around 40% of jobs, but also it doesn't mean that all of the jobs will be replaced by AI, as many people in social media or just in media tend to talk about. It means that the skills which are needed will be different. The jobs will change, but it doesn't mean that we will not need all of those people. We just need to have a skill mindset that we need to work on our skills.
Yeah. May I ask you a couple of questions
Yes.
regarding these layoffs? Because
Yes,
they
of
are
course.
like very fit to the slides, what you are talking about. Olga is asking, is it comparable, those layoffs which we have in nowadays, somehow to 2008, 2009 layoffs?
It is a good question. I'm not that good with, so I'm not an economist, but as I remember from that crisis situation what we had in 28, sorry, 2008, 2009, it was we had different reasons. It was also economically not stable situation, but it wasn't the geopolitics wasn't that bad at that time, and also we had some changes in the industry, but most of the changes they came from the economy itself. Right now, IT is changing, as mostly talking about IT jobs right now here, right? And the let me say it in a way, we have economical changes as well. This is for sure. We know what is happening, for example, in the Middle East, what is happening with the oil prices. It will, of course, affect the economy. But on top of everything, on top of what we actually have, we also have changes in the industry where we all are right now. And the main driver of those changes, it is just a global shift on how we are building software, what is actually needed, the productivity. I mean, I'm sorry to mention AI so many times, but it is affecting the ways of working as well. So I cannot compare those situations. They are not similar.
Thank you. And one more question from Craig. He's asking, are there EU protections to ban employers from laying off due to AI? So if there is any instruments and EU exist? Because Craig being laid off, and the reason was unclear. Yeah. And he said that he'd been like only one with these unique skills.
It is a good question. And unfortunately, my answer will be not very, very supporting in that sense. It is an opinion that on the European market, it is very difficult to fire a person. But if it is a layoff itself, and if a company has a support from various unions, I'm not sure how does it work in Finland, but I know how it works in Sweden. Right now, unions, they are working together with a company, and if they are applying for just do like a restructure of their organization, they can cut as many people as they want. Of course, they are paying several salaries, and they are giving money for people to let go, but it doesn't mean we have any protection.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, just they have legal instrument how to do that. Yeah, they're just applying to the union. All right, it is the reorg. We're doing the reorg, and those roles, they are not really relevant, and that's it basically.
Thank you.
Is it okay to continue?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, and yeah. So all of this data, which actually I gathered from different sources, from Gartner, from Goldman Sachs, and from the Future of the Job report, so they are telling the same thing, that it will be changes in the job market. It will be shifts in the skills which will be needed. And of course, automatization will be applied in different industries in different scale, but it is something what will happen, and it is something for what we need to be prepared. But how we be prepared for that? It is an important question, of course. First of all, just to familiarity market, and what is actually popular what is going to be popular? Of course, AI and big data. It's the top list of the fast-growing skills. Software engineers still will be popular. IT project managers who are actually managing AI projects, and entire new roles will start on the market. And of course, it is a prediction, but it is interesting to get your own research about that. If you have some skills which you can pack, and maybe you already understand, all right, I have that job, maybe I'm on a risk, how I can repack my experience, and maybe to have an additional skill to learn something and to apply to another job. I think that approach, it is one of the healthiest approach for us in the future, because most of us will be working until 69, 17 years old, and we are in the middle of our career. I'm sure it's impossible to be at the same role doing the exact same job what we are doing right now. We will do some shifts every 5 or even 3 years. So to have your mind open, to have your eyes open, to understand what is going on the market, it's a good strategy right now. And another interesting point, which actually grabbed my attention, that currently we have so many automation, and people are talking about AI so much, but at the same time, with such a level of being automated, soft skills, they are getting more and more important to have. So people analytics skills, change management, to have the possibility to be adaptive to different types of changes in the company, to maybe to lead learning and development journey in the companies, to learn how to reskill yourself and others. It is another approach, how to be attractive for in that current job market which we're actually facing. So soft skills, they have never been more important than now. And keeping that in mind, I just want to repeat what I've been already telling, that tech moves very fast. Now it moves even faster, and I would assume that it will be the same pace. And we have to have skills to adapt. Staying relevant, and to think about your career as a project. So basically to have ownership on your own project and invest in your personal brand. And by investing on your personal brand here, I would like to move on to the second part of our talk, and actually to start my conversation about LinkedIn profile, and to share my journey with you. As I said in the very beginning, I had an experience to be laid off. It happened to me almost 2 years ago. And using my LinkedIn profile, using the network, what I actually have, I found a new job, which I currently have, in 3 weeks. Of course, it was a full set of interviews. It was several interviews in different companies, but the speed with which I found a new job, it was surprising. It surprised myself. But I definitely can say that in that journey, LinkedIn, it was something which helped me a lot. And you see my page right now. I don't have that many of followers. Like some people are following me. Of course, it is very important for me to be not only a person whom people are following. So I'm not changing numbers, but to me it's very important to create a content which will be interesting for others. And you see some statistics of mine. People are clicking to my profile. They actually uh, do um, do some, I don't know, comments or pressing some like buttons, and this is the post impressions. And also, as it says on the screen, 44 search appearance, it means someone is searching maybe for engineer managers, maybe for career mentors, and they are they are finding me in the search. And yeah, talking about personal brand on LinkedIn, I would like to dive in to the area why actually it is important to invest in LinkedIn, because right now LinkedIn has become the main media platform for professionals, and also it is very different from any other social media what we currently have. And of course, I don't want to have a lecture about social media in general, but by the user journey, usually people, they are going to LinkedIn to solve a problem what they have. Let's I will give you an example. An example here is going to be, all right, I would like to find a job. I'm opening LinkedIn and I start to search for different open positions. Or if I'm a recruiter, I would like to find a person for a position. Of course, I will start to see the profiles which are relevant for me. Basically, people, they are not going to LinkedIn for entertainment. They are going there to solve some things or to find information about the current market, about the news in their industries, if they would like to find something specific. Why it is interesting? Because if you're posting professional news, your reflections on those news in LinkedIn, people will remember you, and it will create visibility and also recognition, which helps to get some invites for interviews, events, to be invited to be like part of the panel, being a speaker on different events. So, and it's not that much of the work needs to be done to actually increase that visibility. And at the end, it helps to build your own anti-fragile career. It helps you to build your own company, basically company of your name, and it is a term which calls Me Inc. It means Me Incorporated. When you treat your career like a company, and that concept has been popularized by Tom Peters. If you have heard about that before. And on that slide, actually, I would like to take a small pause and to ask, are you following? Is it understandable what I'm talking about? Okay, I have thumbs up. Thank you so much. Very important to me to see that. Amazing. Thank you. Amazing. And right, let's continue with that. How visibility in the LinkedIn works. Actually, it works both ways. It helps you to build your visibility internally in the company you are currently working, and externally as well. It helps to build your reputation. It helps to attract hiring managers to your profile or recruiters. It helps people to remember about you. And here I would like to share my own experience. I actually just made a screenshot of the statistics I currently have. It is the most popular posts which I wrote. And for me, it's amazing to see those numbers with actually a number of followers I currently have. If 13,000 people just saw my post, it's just amazing for me. And I started my journey a couple of years back, and I started it with just curiosity. And I started to write some posts every week, every second week. And at some time, I started to receive feedback from my coworkers where actually they supported me, saying, "Oh, that idea was so interesting. Thank you for sharing," or "Thank you for your honesty. It was so interesting to see what you think about that." For me, it was such a surprise because in my mind, I had the thought that no one actually is reading and no one is interested. But actually, that attention that I got, it was just a way to think about that people they like to understand, they like to see others' journeys, they like to read others' thoughts and maybe to follow. Uh, and it is one of the instruments which actually we can use for building our personal brand and to shape an opinion about us as a professionals. And it is about internal visibility and external visibility. As I said, it is invitations to interviews, talks, and events. And maybe it is happening for you as well when you have uh, um, some messages from recruiters or from hiring managers themselves inviting you to just to be a part of the interview, or just inviting you to have a conversation about their new openings. And for me, it was um, once I get a job from LinkedIn, just a hiring manager wrote to me and invited to meet and to have a fika. This is the Swedish way to say to have coffee in the office, and it's became an amazing opportunity for me, and I joined the company. And another topic which I also want to point that your posts and your profile is your new resume. I heard from a friend of mine an interesting topic we discussed with her. She's been interviewing in one of the Swedish companies, and during the interview, she got rejected. And the reason they told her why she got rejected, they said, "Yeah, for such a professional, you have very modest and very modest profile in LinkedIn." For me, it's of course not a valid reason to have a rejection from the job, but employers, they are also looking at your profile and they are judging by what is written. And that is important to keep in mind. And what actually you can gain if you will work with your LinkedIn. As I already mentioned, visibility and networking. And remember my very first slide. And here it is a picture of me and my team. With them, we're actually building a community of engineer managers in Stockholm. And I would like you to guess how we found each other. We found each other in LinkedIn. Actually, the idea of building a community came to me and a friend of mine after a conference. We had a walk after the conference, and we had a discussion that we are lacking of a good community of the engineer managers. And I just published a post in LinkedIn that we are looking for people who would like to join us to build a community and to create events and to create a meetup group. And we found 3 beautiful members of our team, and it's already the second year of building a community for us. And we have events every now and then, and the next one actually will be happening in April next week. So if you're in Stockholm, you are very welcome to join us. It will be amazing speakers, and it will be a great meetup event. But going back to value of LinkedIn, invites to conferences and events. I am receiving invites to different events, to different conferences. For example, this year, lead dev, they came to me saying, we would like to invite you to be a part of our conference, and we would like to give you a ticket for the conference for free, but of course it's up to you to decide would you like to join or not. And actually it started to happen not so long time ago, maybe a year ago. I started to receive those invites, and to me it is very interesting benefit of LinkedIn, and maybe it's also a benefit of being visible in that network. And of course, professional reputation, because people there start to remember what you are talking about. They start to shape their own opinion about you and about your thoughts. And right now, I just remembered an example. Last week, I had a call with one person, and we had a discussion about LinkedIn. And he shared an interesting way how to increase your popularity in LinkedIn. But what actually he's doing, he's writing very meaningful comments on the topics which is interesting for him. And by the commenting, just commenting, not even writing his own ideas or posts, only from commenting, he got an invite for a job interview, and he got a new job. It was something which I never heard before, but for my surprise, I mean, I've been surprised, but actually it is happening as well. And I hope I am already selling LinkedIn very well for you, and you right now understand all of the benefits, but how to start? If you would like to start, what actually you can do? And first of all, consistency, it is something which is working. It is very boring. Sometimes you don't know what to write. Sometimes you don't know what to do, but here I will share small hacks, small steps, baby steps, basically, with which you can start. But if you would like to start, I just would like you to write the first post and just publish it. Don't think too much about that, and share it with people who are following you and to see the reaction. And I already mentioned comments and community mentions. If you would like to increase the popularity of your profile, comments, they are working very well. And how to write a good posts, how to be on top of the news of the industry, and also how to not to be boring. Right now, it is not really interesting for people just to see the news. They would like to have a people's opinion. So share observations about systemic changes, share your own opinions, analyze trends. It is something which is very valuable right now for different people in LinkedIn, they would like to understand what other people thoughts, because so many changes are happening in the last 6 months. So many changes are happening all the time. Now people feel lost, and that's why they are very interested to see that others are thinking. And yeah, Yulia?
Yeah. May I add a comment from Nazia?
Mhm.
Because I think that it will be really nice to discuss it a little bit, because I believe that many people think exactly same thing, but I'm on your side. So we will now speak with Nazia and give her like better understanding of LinkedIn tools. So Nazia saying that I have seen people having very little information, interactions, and posts in LinkedIn, but yet they have a really good experience in being hired. This includes both Finns, especially, and people from other nationals. So I'm kind of skeptic about LinkedIn activity of a person to influence hiring decisions. So to influence hiring decisions, this is an important thing. And if this is something recruiters are considering, that is unfair. A lot of people could be introverts and feel shy talking about their works and projects. There is also the question of NDA, that how much someone can talk about their work. Besides, after a 7.5 hours of job, it takes added energy to be interacting in LinkedIn. So what could you like say about that? Probably I will also add some my like point of view on that. But
All right, here I'm actually. It is a very good comment, and the comment is it has different parts. I think I will focus on the last part about 7.5 hours of job. Actually, it's 8 in Sweden, at least by paper. I don't know who is working 8 hours straightforward. It's quite difficult, I would say. But yes, I agree. It takes an additional energy. It takes an additional time. And you never know if the result will be something what you are looking for or not. I am with you. It is difficult for me as well, but I know what is my goal. And sometimes to achieve something extraordinary, you have to work extra. And if I would like to be like super transparent, let's say I would like to wear my Slavic masks on me. Yes, life is unfair. It can be tough. Sometimes you have to fight, deal with that. Right now, my Slavic masks is away, and I'm like more European girl. Yeah, it is your choice to do that or not. It depends on what result you would like to achieve. And I'm completely with you. I support. And I can just share my own experience that investing 15 minutes every day and an hour by Sunday to prepare posts, it actually gives me much more than I would imagine.
I probably will add here as well, but probably I will take the first part of this question about that. There are people who has a perfect experience and they are hired and they have no problems and they have a very poor LinkedIn. That's also, of course, exist. LinkedIn is just one channel of communication, and those people probably they get their network from the university, they get their network from maybe their parents or maybe their friends. So it's already like something they still have this network, because otherwise it will be completely difficult to do, especially in Finland, and I believe in Sweden as well. This is a very like community-based societies. So you need to be a part of a community and you need to be, you need to exist in some communities. So this is something, and you can choose. Of course, you can be on offline events, on online events like today, or you can exist at LinkedIn. So every time when recruiters will see you, they will think that, okay, there is Nadia, she is somewhere in Finland and she's doing that. I've seen her post about that, probably, and this is a vacancy which might be good for her. Why not to talk to her? And of course, there's a lot of connections and a lot of touches must happen. So you don't when you post, you're not waiting that you will get exact, exact work in like 1 month after posting. It will not happen like that, but you will have your network and you will have your support group of people who will support you and who will, discuss topics that you are interested in, and not necessary to post information about your current job, but you can make in posts related to your profession, like data scientist or recruitment. All those professions, they have some topics in general that you can discuss. So that's my opinion, and I would also recommend, if you can do that, it's good to do that. Like, no pressure, but this is additional instrument. You can use it or you can skip it, but it gives you like additional points to your profile. Okay, I'm now staying quiet, and Elvira, happy that you can continue. Very, very good question. Oh no, there is a big discussion happening after that.
I would like to add that as any other social media, it is changing constantly, and to be like searchable in LinkedIn, there is no pressure to actually write something. To start with creating a good profile, it's already a good start. A couple of weeks ago, they changed the system, how your profile will be visible for recruiters. Before, it was only keywords was the main thing, what was important in the about part. But right now, they applying the MML systems. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm a little bit dyslexic. That and right now those searchers they are working in a different way. They are not manipulating with keywords anymore. They are manipulating with the whole phrases, like engineer, manager in gaming. I am just creating an examples in my head, or software developer with Python. So the whole sentence, what is written in about, it's important right now. So if you would like to increase the chances of you being searchable, be very consistent with what you are writing in about, because about part is a searchable part, and it's important to be in a very good shape. Yeah.
And there is very nice comments and advising for Nadia, saying that if you are not really into making your own posts, you can do commenting and attract your be noticed and attract more opportunities when you commenting, and it's not like that heavy making comments than meeting people in offline. Like, so you can choose instruments.
Exactly. It is possible to make comments just to add some reactions to the posts which are interesting for you, and it will be already a good start.
Mm-hmm. So let's go further.
Let's go. Let's continue. And as we started already to talking about that, how to stay consistent, how actually to start your journey, and I think that slide it's the perfect continuation of the conversation we had. It might be difficult. It might take some time, some of your free time to start with the first steps, but use AI to help you to write and refine your posts. And also, I would like to share my own experience here. When I started with my LinkedIn journey, it wasn't any AI tools which could help me that much. And I prepared 3-4 different posts and subject. I wrote them, let's say, during the weekend. And I had one session with my English teacher who actually helped me to shape my posts in a better shape, to remove all of the mistakes, to have it very nicely styled. And because I was so ashamed to post something without, second pair of eyes checking what I actually uh, writing, because internet remembers everything what we are doing. It's not, but I had that in my head, and to me the preparation took a lot of energy. Right now, with all of the AI tools what we have, we can shape and reshape our posts so many times as we can. It's like super fast. Of course, it's important to leave a human touch and your own idea. It is nice to be honest with what you would like to write, but it's completely fine to use AI help with that. Yes, and another thing which is actually helping me a lot, it is to use scheduling tools to plan your content. How I usually doing that? I have, let's say, like 2 posts which I'm writing for every week. I have them ready on Sunday, and I'm just selecting the time when they need to be out. I'm not checking. I don't need to be online to do it manually. I'm just scheduling the posts for the future. I do the same when I'm off on vacation or like traveling. I just have like 4 posts which are coming out, and I don't need to think about that much. So it's a good tool to use. And another way to attract attention to your posts, which is very social media style advice, but your own photos, they will increase attention from your audience, because people, they would like to see you. They are following you because they like you. So don't forget about that. Add your own photos. It shouldn't be your face all the time. It can be something which is around you, but it actually makes your posts more. Yeah, another way how to make your life easier if you would like to post every week. You can reuse and repurpose your own content. Uh, as your audience will grow, people will not remember what you have been talking about like 2 years ago. You can go back and maybe add something what changed, but some posts actually I'm reusing from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because they are still good, they're still relevant, and I'm just reposting them maybe once in 6 months, once a year. Some posts, they are very seasonal, like, yeah, vacations are starting. What are your plans? It is very fluff, but I would like to post fluff from time to time as well. Of course, news from your niche, and share and announce events you'll be attending. It will help you to meet people and to network at the event, because sometimes while you do those posts, people are writing, "Oh, I will be there as well. Let's meet. Let's talk." It will help to keep your network in a good shape. Right, and any questions on that slide before I will continue?
No, I don't see any questions right now with this slide. Yeah, I'm absolutely agree with you on those
Mm.
steps.
All right, let's move on then. And I already mentioned a little bit of that growth, and actually, I already mentioned that growing your profile, of course, it's not the main goal why we're doing that, but the more followers you have, more people uh, will see what you're writing about, and also your profile will be visible on the uh, higher name of that. Sorry, I lost the word. Basically, it's a range of the profiles. Let's say a recruiter will see if they are looking for one professional or another. If your profile is popular, you will be on the search first one. And how to grow your profile. Don't share news, share insights. As I already mentioned, that people, they are very interested in your own opinion because they have so many sources of information. They can read news in many other different resources, so they are not going to LinkedIn to read news. They interested in your own experience. That's why sharing your case studies and your real numbers, it is something which can grab people's attention. And this is this is exactly what I did today on that presentation, because I took a screenshot of my statistics and I shared that case with you, and you see, all right, this is the real number, and this is the path that somebody took, and it means it's actually possible. And if you would like to be recognized by some ideas that you stand behind, select from 3 to 5 ideas and write about them. It doesn't mean they will stick with you forever. It's completely fine to choose those ideas, but the consistency is some of the things which is paying out here. If you're talking, for example, about let's say like data engineering, people will recognize you as a data engineer. If you will talk about I will give example from my own experience. Like 3 5 years ago, I've been very passionate about women in tech and that area, and also as a I'm remarkable facilitator. That topic is very close to my heart, and I've been writing about that subject for like many times. Right now, I dropped that subject a bit, but it is still how people can recognize me and how they remember me. So it is a way to shape your personal brand. And the next thing, LinkedIn values when people are saving your posts and share with others, they value it more than likes because they start to recognize that this is something important, what people would like to share with others. It means I will show it to more people and to like wider audience as something interesting. And of course, it's not the main goal to be popular, but it is one of the instruments to keep in mind. And right now, to have those, tools in your toolbox, it is up to you to use them or not. And just to clarify the last point, if someone press a like button or like a heart button, it doesn't really matter. The algorithms, they read it as same. It's just a polite note. If someone is saving your posts, it means it's worth to come back. It means it is an interesting content, and if someone is sharing, it means it's worth to recommend to someone else. And just don't forget, LinkedIn, it's still a social media platform, and the main goal of any social media platform to increase time which people are spending on that platform. And as it is their goal, of course, they would like to push the interesting content to other people. Right. We talked about growth and the system in 2026, and after that, I would like to give you some tips and tricks about how to set up your profile, where to start. Of course, I can imagine you all have your profiles. It can be in different shape. It can be in a very good shape, or it can has just basic information about you. But when you're looking at your profile, and this is the first step where you can start actually, let's say it will be your first task for the day. Open your profile and look at that, read it through, and ask those questions. Who you are, what are you talking about, to whom you can help. It can be rather company or individuals. Does your profile have strong visual? Does it has a good picture of you and how you're presented on your profile actually? Does it has clear achievements? And of course, achievements, they are all going to the experience area of your profile. And when you will ask all of those questions and they will have answers, you will understand what actually you would like to change with your profile. Do we have any questions here?
Nazi been asking about scheduling tools that she can use, and you've been talking about them on your previous slide.
Yeah, the scheduling tools, they actually embedded in the platform itself. When you're pressing a button to write a post, it will be possible to press another button. I think the name of the button is like post later or schedule for later, something like that. There in the calendar, you will just select the day and time where you would like to post the information you're actually writing.
And also, I think those already comments are not connected to our presentation, but guys discussing engineering managers community in Poland. So, which is interesting because we found some already communities in Poland connected to engineering managers. So people inside of this group already started helping each other, which is amazing. I do really love that feeling. And yeah, let's continue.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Right. And first of all, I would like to say thank you for your time. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for the amazing discussion and for all of the activity we had in the chat. And here is my QR code for my page. I would be very happy. I would very appreciate if you will follow me. And if we will be connected, you can come to me to ask any questions you have about LinkedIn or about your career situation. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm also a career mentor. We have already some communication today. I will be happy to stay in touch with you. Thank you again, and thank you, Yulia, for invitation. It was a pleasure. I would like
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, I think that it been like very interesting and always good to remind and for many people, like, for example, for me, like using a LinkedIn as a tool for recruitment process is something like a very base, but for many people still, I believe I live in this bubble where everyone using this LinkedIn, but for many people it's still something uncomfortable, something new, and the more we talk about that, the more people will understand how much is important and will try and find their people and find their community. And we have a raised hand from Marina. Marina, could you please open your mic and ask?
Yes, but I have already wrote it in chat.
Oh, okay.
So about posting, actually, I did write post about being open to work and laid off. And it would be nice to hear some recommendations, maybe how to do that properly. Because I hear like two completely opposite strategies. Don't tell you're open to work. Or don't tell you are laid off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is definitely two different strategies here. But what I see, what people are doing, and they are saying, yeah, maybe if you saw how it is visible on the people who've been laid off, for example, in the recent Oracle wave of layoffs, people just saying, yeah, like friends, I've been affected to the current layoff, but yeah, I would appreciate any help. And a lot of people actually, because right now layoffs, they are so normalized, it is not a shock, and people, they tend to help, they would like to help. And I think first step here, not to be ashamed with what has happened, because it's happening for so many people, and be ready to receive help and to ask for help, saying, I've been affected by the unfortunate layoff situation, what happened in my company, and I'm looking for a new position. I would appreciate your reposts and maybe some recommendations. I think it's very bold to do that, and it requires a lot of strength, and people will definitely reach you out and they will help. So I don't think it is something to be ashamed of.
Absolutely agree with you. Thank you, Elvira. Yeah, I think that layoffs nowadays are absolutely normalized, as you said, and everyone can face it. It's not because you work badly, but because company like cutting their costs or have struggling with all this economic situation, which is unfortunately happens. But yeah. Thank you for this answer and for the presentation. Let's hope that things will change at one moment, probably not very soon, but we're prepared. The main idea is to keep our minds and eyes open. I do really love your quote from you, Elvira, that we need to adjust ourselves to the situation, change ourselves, having new skills, adapt, and be actual to the market. Okay. Thank you guys for being with us, and see you on our next event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.